Welcome to Breakfast with Spaniels with Dr. Judy Morgan. Remember, you can purchase all of Dr. Morgan's products at her website at www.drjudymorgan.com. Now it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Morning, folks. Morning, Gwen.
Good morning. Apparently, Edward is crashing the live. He's really excited about this.
Well, that means we're doing it from home today. Baby still sleeping?
As soon as the music played, she woke up, so I can hear her in the other room. But she was sleeping.
Is Brandon still home?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's with her. But she just apparently realized that mom is gone, and she's not very happy about it.
Oh, lovely. No, we are not posting things on YouTube. We'll find a solution to that at some point.
That is on my to-do list. YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix YouTube.
Yeah, it's and you got to figure out. I have 2 YouTube channels. We got to make sure we're posting to the more recent one, not the older one. So it's just stuff. The to-do list is ever growing, but now that we got Gwen back to work pretty much full time, I think we will be in better shape.
Yep, we're working on it.
We are working on it. So we are announcing a new product that is in the web store at drjudymorgan.com today. And this is actually a product that we had gotten a bunch of samples over a year ago and sent them out to the supporters to try and got feedback from them. And the feedback was really good. And then we actually met with the company owners. Where the heck were we?
Yeah.
Austin? What were we there in Austin for?
The Pets and Money thing.
Oh, the Pets and Money Summit, where products were being debuted. It'll be 2 years in December.
Yeah.
So we met with them. We really liked them. We liked their company ethics. We liked their product. We liked what they were doing. Then life kind of happened, and we went through a lot of changes with moving our warehouse and bringing Gwen and Brandon on board and just all kinds of stuff going on. So we're finally back on board and got some of the product. And I will throw a thank you out to the company owners, because they have been very good about being patient and about reaching back out to me. And they reached back out about a month ago and said, hey, remember us? And I went, oh, geez. And of course, I pitched it in Gwen's lap and said, hey, Gwen, what do you think? Should we go ahead and do this? And so thanks to Gwen, you guys now have another product. So Gwen, do you have any product there with you?
Yes.
Okay. So the company is called WinPro, and it is basically a company that makes blood protein supplements. And I'm going to explain how it works and how they make it so that you can have a better understanding of what we're trying to accomplish here. They have a whole line of supplements, but we chose the 2 that we think are the most important based on what people ask us for. So the company is WinPro, and these are blood protein supplements, and they have a proprietary and clinically tested and proven, there's a lot of scientific papers behind this, animal blood protein blend, and they call it K-Thrive Formula D. It's designed, and this is a dog product. It's designed to help your dog thrive and live to their full potential. Basically, it's an essential mix of concentrated blood fractions, so different parts that are centrifuged and filtered out of the blood, including plasma, serum, albumin, immunoglobulin G, and immunoglobulin A. And so with COVID, everybody pretty much has heard about doing plasma transfusions and using proteins from people who have had COVID to help heal people who might be suffering with it now. So we know that by giving IgG, IgA, plasma, serum, that we can help the immune system. So their animal blood protein is collected and processed in USDA inspected pork processing facilities located throughout the American Midwest. So it's coming from pork, which is great because more animals have protein allergies to beef and chicken than pork. And pork is a nice cooling protein. We use it quite common. And there actually is at least one pet food company that uses porcine plasma. It's listed as that on their ingredient list, which is basically pork, blood, and plasma, as their thickening agent in their canned food, rather than using gums and carrageenan and the bad things that we don't want. So we know that this is actually really healthy for our animals. The raw ingredient is humanely and hygienically collected, then transported in refrigerated stainless steel tanker trucks to a processing facility. There, the blood is spun to separate and concentrate the bioactive functional proteins, which are then blended with other key ingredients to create the powerful proprietary ingredient. And dogs love the taste of the animal blood in the soft chews. They do. I will say that our dogs really loved it. We had tried it on Charlie, actually, and he, the chews were a little hard for him. We had to smush him up because he didn't have any teeth. And so we looked at the scientific proof and kind of the history of this. But one of the first trials using functional blood proteins in animals was conducted at Iowa State University back in the 1980s, because Iowa is a huge pork processing state. The research focused on the use of spray-dried blood plasma in weaning piglets. The research and product applications that followed were considered so successful that spray-dried blood plasma was named one of the top ag innovations in the past 100 years. That's saying a lot. Later work was done in other species, including poultry, fish farming, dairy and beef calves, lambs, and goats. And in 2013, products containing animal blood proteins were launched in the U.S. performance horse market, which is a huge market. In fact, the use of blood proteins in performance horses was so effective that leading trainers and riders began calling it a performance revolution. So the two products that we chose, I think there's 5 or 6 in their line, but the two that we chose were allergy and immunity. So I'm going to talk about immunity first. All their products are based on their K-Thrive Formula D, which is their proprietary blood protein, plasma protein. And in the allergy or the immunity one, they added licorice root and marshmallow root. And these key ingredients help dogs combat the negative effects of stress and inflammation, because licorice is actually one of those plant sterols. Licorice is in most Chinese herbal formulas. It may have different names, but it is licorice root. WinPro Immunity is specifically formulated to help promote normal gut function, because remember, the gut is where 80% of the immune system is active and making things work. And that marshmallow root is very soothing to the gut. By promoting a healthy gut, WinPro Immunity helps dogs of all ages, especially during times of travel, stress, competition, etc. Helps maintain a normal immune system, improves loose stool. So this could be very helpful for those IBD dogs. Helps maintain normal gut function, and everything is made here in the US. Okay. No, it's not that expensive for bigger dogs. The dosing on this is dogs under 20 pounds get 1 chew in the morning. Dogs over 20 pounds get 2 chews. So not that bad. Not a huge difference. So their allergy formula contains bromelain, which is pineapple stem. Bromelain is an enzyme.
Empty the dishwasher when I'm done.
Nettle extract and quercetin. So quercetin is very similar to CoQ10. So those are the ingredients in here, which are great allergy fighters. Whether it's itchy skin, sore spots, or runny eyes, this product is specifically formulated to work fast. WinPro Allergy promotes a healthy skin and coat, eases the negative effects of environmental toxins, and helps dogs cope with seasonal allergies. Helps reduce inflammation-related itching and scratching. Provides relief for skin coat issues related to allergies, promotes healthy skin and coat, helps ease negative effects of environmental toxins, supports seasonal and ongoing allergies, created specially for dogs and produced in the USA. So this is a dog product. I've never asked them, and Gwen, you might want to reach out to them as to whether it could be used in cats with IBS.
Yeah, I can ask. They're very responsive. They're very nice people.
They are. Could you use both together? Yeah, you could. I think of, and again, that would be another question, Gwen, that you can ask them that as well.
Actually, so someone already asked that question. So I reached out to them and they said, yes, absolutely. You can use them together. This is another thing, kind of like what we talked about with the pee, where you can't overdose them. So they said that many times people will use them together, especially with an allergy dog, because the gut health is so important for allergy dogs as well. So they said you can do like 1 or 2 in the morning based on the size of dog of the allergy, and then 1 or 2 at night of the immunity. Or you can give them all in the morning if that's easier for you. But they said absolutely you can do both at the same time.
Yes, and safe to use with the pee, absolutely. So for those of you who struggle with allergy dogs, IBD dogs, or arthritis dogs, that we need to have more than one thing on board, and we get synergistic effects. Sometimes when I'm doing consultations with people and they give me their list of supplements that they're using, and then I add on 4 more, they're like, oh man. And I say, yeah, I know. It seems like we're throwing so much in the bowl that, sometimes it seems like there's more stuff in the bowl than there is food. But if you've got a dog with serious allergies, serious IBD problems, you're looking for solutions, and they're not an easy fix. Joyce Rath, I know she's on board. She was up from Virginia with Susie again yesterday. And Susie is one of the worst allergy dogs I've dealt with. And unfortunately, her little immune system got really suppressed for a lot of years with drugs. And so it takes so long for them to bounce back. And anything can set them off. They're easily triggered. So a lot of times we have to find multiple ways to try to approach these problems. And I will say that, Hugh and I are not shy about, well, I guess I'm not shy about trying things on our dogs. Stewie is an allergy dog. He's been shredding his feet lately. I kind of want to just... because he just is licking and chewing. And this is his time of year where he just goes nuts. And it's an ongoing battle. So we're always looking for things that we can help these guys with. And quick update, the kitty that went for her dental yesterday, her teeth cleaned up. It was like a 15-minute dental. Her teeth cleaned up beautifully, except she had that one tooth that I thought had a dental lesion in it. It actually was a shattered tooth. I don't know what she could have bitten down on hard enough to break that tooth, but the crown was broken off and the piece that was left was actually split in multiple pieces. So it took a little digging to get the roots out of there, but I think she's not a good eater. And I'm just wondering how long that broken tooth has been there. And that's why she's been backing off. She's racing around the house like crazy this morning. I think she doesn't want to get near me because she's afraid I'm going to catch her and throw her in a box and either draw blood or put her under anesthesia again, because she had 2 days in a row. But hopefully she'll feel much better now without a broken tooth. And, I know what it's like to have a broken tooth. It's not fun. And I didn't even have time to call the dentist yesterday. I was so busy all day. So, what? Answer a few questions. The immunity one, also add with morning keeper. Yeah, you can. Absolutely. Let's see if I can find some questions. Perhaps useful with CM, SM to decrease inflammation. Sure. I mean, these are for inflammation. The licorice root that's in there. It will be interesting. I don't have any product. That's why we brought Gwen on board to hold up the product, because I don't have any yet. Everything. That's the weird thing. When the warehouse was here in New Jersey, Hugh and I would just grab things and use them on our dogs. The warehouse is down there. So Gwen grabs things and uses them her dogs, but her dogs are really pretty darn healthy. So good for a dog with kidney disease. You absolutely could use it for a dog with kidney disease because those guys struggle with inflammation as well. So for friends who feed kibble with allergies, will this help a little? They refuse to change the diet. Yes. I mean, anything that we do to decrease inflammation, whether it's using something like pea, using something like this for the immune system, using a mushroom mix for the immune system, anything that we do can help. But just remember that if we're not fixing the underlying problem, you're trying to treat the symptoms and you're not treating the root. So it's an uphill battle. It's really an uphill battle. It's like, being a diabetic and continuing to eat cake, candy, cookies, ice cream all day long, having a really bad processed diet, and then throwing insulin and oral meds and, throwing a bunch of things at it. You're not solving the problem. Exactly. You're doing this. You're butting heads. So, all right, Miss Gwenny, are you going to the office today?
Yes, it's a little chaotic here at the house this morning.
Still there?
Yep. Dad's here. Brandon's here. Baby's crying because she knows mom is not tending to her right now. So
I can't hear her crying, so she's in the background. They're doing a good job shushing her.
Good thing. She's still in the phase where she just wants to be touching me 24/7. So.
Well, she better be happy when Grandma holds her, because Grandma's coming soon.
She'll be very happy.
I hope so. Okay, can the immunity replace the probiotics? This is not a probiotic, so I would still give probiotics. Would this help a hypothyroid pup? Well, hypothyroidism is actually an autoimmune disease, autoimmune thyroiditis. So yeah. Yep. Dr. B many years ago was talking about the importance of blood in raw meals. Yeah. And yes, this is okay for diabetics. See, Gwen got up and put makeup on. Grandma got up and said, it's just another day at the house. I did put some lipstick on.
Well, I'm going out in public today. I'm going to the doctor, so a good excuse to look like a human for once.
For you or for the baby?
For me.
Okay.
It's my first checkup.
There you go. Yeah, you can use kimchi as your probiotic. Whatever you want to use for the probiotic. But they should have said you can use fermented foods. You can use probiotic supplements, whatever. Okay. See you tomorrow.